For our final assignment in art, literature, music, appreciation, and review, we were asked to make a video on our favorite time era. The era that I have chosen to do is the Middle Ages. The Middle Ages are the favorite time era that we looked at in this class. The Middle Ages started shortly after the fall of the Roman Empire. The Middle Ages had a system called feudalism. Feudalism is a system of duties and ownership of land. The king who was reigning at the time owned all of the land in his kingdom. However, if lords and nobles would swear their loyalty to the king, he would give them strips of the land. And these lords and nobles, in their turn, would give lesser-known lords and nobles strips of their land, and they became known as their valors. The philosophy of the Middle Ages was largely Roman Catholic, particularly in 525 AC when Saint Benedict was the leader of the church. Some of the more famous philosophers in our days were living in this time, such as Augustine, who is considered to be the greatest of the church fathers, and Pythagoras. Christianity was the main worldview at the time. However, as time went on, Christianity became less and less important as other studies and systems, such as science, were taking its place. I really enjoyed learning about the Middle Ages, and I was already familiar with it as I have read several books set in the same time frame for a while now. One of the book series that I have read that reminds me of this time was called Ranger's Apprentice. Ranger's Apprentice is a book series about a group of men who are trained spies and are trained to end wars and battles before they begin. They are very loyal to their king and are willing to sacrifice their lives for their kingdom and its people if needed. This book series reminds me of this time era because it talks a lot about feudalism in the books and just the loyalty that these people have to their king, which is like the lords and nobles had for the king in the Middle Ages. It's also set in the same time frame.